Canada's steel heart is bleeding. U.S. President Donald Trump's 50% tariffs are choking our workers, shuttering jobs, and driving families to the edge. Yet Prime Minister Mark Carney says we'll wait 30 days to fight back. 30 days! I'm David from Politically Canadian, and today we're tearing into why this delay feels like a slap to our workers, while asking, is Carney playing smart or selling us out? Get ready for some raw truth, Canadian style, so hit subscribe, and let's forge ahead. On June 19th, 2025, Carney stood in Ottawa, promising to boost our steel and aluminum with new countermeasures against Trump's tariffs. Sounds good, right? But then he dropped the bomb. We won't adjust our 25% counter tariffs on U.S. metals until July 21st, a 30-day wait.
Canada will adjust its existing counter tariffs on U.S. steel and aluminum products on the 21st of July. At the end of that 30-day period, in other words, we're going to adjust them to levels consistent with the progress that's made at that point on the broader trading arrangements with the United States.
Meanwhile, Canada, the U.S.'s top steel supplier, is hemorrhaging. In Hamilton, Algoma Steel's laid off 200 workers since April. Across Ontario, steel exports to the U.S., 90% of our total, dropped 15% in April alone, costing $7 billion. Families can't pay rent, groceries. Why are we hitting pause when our people need action now? Carney is banking on a 30-day trade deal with Trump, agreed at the G7 in CARNEY'S. New rules favor Canadian steel and federal projects, and a $10 billion loan fund's open for struggling firms. Carney's also eyeing 100% tariffs on non-free trade steel to block cheap Chinese imports. Smart moves if they happen. But here's the rub. Trump's a self-proclaimed tariff person. At the G7, he doubled down, saying tariffs are simple, precise.
I think we have different concepts. I have a tariff concept. Mark has a different concept, which is something that some people like. But we're going to see if we can get to the bottom of it today. I'm a tariff person. I've always been a tariff. It's simple, it's easy, it's precise, and it just goes very quickly.
Carney's betting on a guy who'd rather tweet about Canada as the 51st state than cut a fair deal. Posts online from June 19th scream frustration. One steelworker said, 30 days? My kids need food today. Now I get it. Carney's playing chess, not checkers. He told Reuters he's in intensive talks with Trump, aiming for a new economic and security pact by July 21st. If he pulls it off, we might dodge a trade war. But if he fails, we're stuck with Trump's 50% tariffs, and our counter tariffs might just jack up prices here. Economists like CIBC's Avery Schenfeld say tariffs hit consumers hardest. Think pricier cars, appliances, even beer cans. Ontario Premier Doug Ford's yelling for 50% tariffs on U.S. steel now, saying, we can't let Trump steamroll us. But Carney's holding back, maybe to keep Trump sweet. Is this strategy or surrender? This isn't just about steel, it's about us. Canadian families are hurting. In Sault Ste. Marie, steel workers are dipping into savings to buy school supplies. In Toronto, rent's up 10%, and tariff-driven inflation's making life brutal. Canada's not Trump's rag to toss around. We're the true north, strong and free, eh? Carney's One Canadian Economy Act, Bill C-5, could fast-track projects to create jobs. But it's stuck in debate while workers wait. The Canadian Steel Producers Association says Carney's delay isn't enough. They want action now. Unifor's calling for export curbs on critical metals. Why aren't we swinging harder? Here's the deal. Waiting 30 days might be Carney's plan to outsmart Trump, but it risks leaving our workers in the dust. We're not saying Carney's wrong or right. Maybe he's got an ace up his sleeve, or maybe he's too cozy with the White House. You decide. Should Canada slap tariffs now or hold out? Drop your take below. I'm reading every comment. Subscribe to Politically Canadian for more no-nonsense takes, and share this to spark a fire under Ottawa. We're not Trump's playground. We're Canada, and our destiny's ours to shape. I'm David, and I'll see you next time. Stay fierce.